Hello everyone. The National Prosecuting Authority's first state capture trial has ended in humiliation, with a judge finding that all the accused should be summarily acquitted because of the lack of evidence against them. When Free State High Court Judge Nompumelelo Gusha ruled that the state had failed to produce enough evidence to show that the Gupta family and their associates were implicated in the alleged laundering of 24.9 million rands of the proceeds of the alleged Nulane fraud. She said she knew her decision would invoke a sense of loss, if not dejection, to the citizens of this country. Gusha went on to say, it is an inescapable fact that almost 25 million rands of taxpayers' money left the fiscus. The questions that remain are why and who facilitated this. Regrettably, in this case, the institutions responsible to answer those questions failed. Gusha added that the state's own financial expert witnesses had sounded the death knell of its case when they admitted that they had made mistakes in their assessment of the Gupta network's finances and considered that there was nothing untoward about its money transfers. The judge further slammed at the police for failed attempts to properly secure documents relevant to the Nuland trial as a comedy of errors and lambasted the state for lackadaisical manner in which this case was investigated and approached. She stated that I can therefore not take the suspect of any further, that I have saved to conclude with the following African proverb: haste and hurry can only bear children with many regrets along the way. She said before granting all but one of the accused Section 174 discharges in this case, the former Free State Agriculture Department official Limakatse Murosi then closed her case and was acquitted of all the charges against her by Gusha. It was the state's case that the Free State Department of Agriculture paid 24.9 million rands to Nulan Investment, a company owned and controlled by former Transnet board member Iqbal Sharma, for a fraudulent feasibility study for the Free State's flagship Mohoma Mobank project. The genesis of the alleged Freddie Diary project scam between 2011 and 2012. Despite the fact that Nulan Investment had no staff, the department successfully motivated for a deviation from procurement rules to appoint it to perform the feasibility study. Nulan Investment is alleged to have subsequently changed the findings of the Deloitte audit study to identify Paras, an Indian dairy farm allegedly linked to the Guptas, as the most suitable implementing partner for setting up a milk processing plant in Frede Free State. The alleged Frede Diary project scam, which would see millions of rands intended for poor black dairy farmers allegedly being diverted to the Guptas and their associates, was then born. The alleged fraud and money laundering is itself the subject of another criminal trial, in which former Mineral Resources Minister Mosebenzi Zwane has been charged. The Frede Diary project case is set to return to court in August, but the state's failure in the Nuland case may raise understandable concerns about its prospects of success in that trial. The NPA, however, maintains that it remains capable of prosecuting state capture cases. Andre Johnson said in a statement, "We all be reflecting on a judgment with a view to determine legal avenues to explore. The outcome of this case has no bearing on our ability to prosecute other state capture cases. We remain resolute in our commitment and ability to vigorously prosecute those responsible for the state capture and corruption." The Gupta family lawyer said the Guptas are welcoming the judgment. They said justice was done. Of importance to note is that the court severely criticized the investigation done by the state borders. Had the investigation been done properly, no charges would have been brought in the first place. It is lamentable that people's lives can be so disrupted by such a poor investigation and such poor decisions. They further stressed that Gusha specifically found that it was positively not shown that Atul Gupta was responsible for any of the money transfers, nor was there any finding that Rajesh Gupta, Chitali Gupta and Atik Gupta were implicated in any way in the allegations, which in any event failed. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.